Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the SUMDAYS podcast. I'm your host, Josh, and today we're doing another solo one because I haven't heard from the other two in a couple of weeks now. I'm going to start off with a small story that happened to me recently. So, my dick got pins and needles. And it was an awful feeling, if I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know if you've ever experienced this or not, but it's not very fun. I think it was the way I was sitting, because I was kind of cross-legged in the quote-unquote girl way. But, it's like, yeah, it squishes your balls, but it's still comfortable to an extent. But anyways, at first, I couldn't feel my dick at all, like, whatsoever. I had no feeling there. It just took a couple of minutes before any and all feeling came back, and then the pins and needles set in for, like, another 5 minutes. And it was pretty awful, because I couldn't move, basically. Any sort of movement would set off the pins and needles, and my dick would start hurting. But that's just the small story I wanted to tell you about. I guess we'll start off with... okay. So, recently, I don't know if this has been happening elsewhere, but there's people, I'm not going to name who, that acid wash or bleach clothes and sell them. So, I know 2 different groups now that do this. And the first one is just, it looks kind of awful, if I'm going to be honest. So basically with the first group, it's a small group of guys. And, I'm not trying to hate, but literally all they do is they acid wash or bleach like different articles of clothing, like pants, shirts, jackets, hoodies, stuff like that. And they add, like, I think just iron-on kind of prints. But they're not even, like, cool iron-on prints. They're literally, like, barbed wire and fucking, like, it looks like Black Ops skull icon things. Yeah. And for some of them, they have, like, what's it called? When you, like, rip the jeans? That stuff. Way too much all over the pants. But it just looks really awful, and I don't know. I don't even know what to say. It just looks so stupid. Like, props to them that they're even selling it, but a lot of the shit they say, like, oh, it's for the personal collection, but I feel like maybe it's just because no one's buying them. I wonder how much they sell it for. They don't really say how much they sell it for. I'm gonna assume it's something absurd, and way over the top for what it is. But yeah, the other one is actually girls, and they kind of acid wash / bleach or whatever, like crop tops or like cropped hoodies or whatever, and sweatpants, and they sell them for like $80 It's just so fucking, I don't even know, man. Why would you pay $80 for acid washed crop tops and sweatpants that you can do literally yourself? It's so beyond me, to be honest. And like some of them also, the girls I believe also do like sell thrift stuff. I don't know if they acid wash that stuff, but I used to sell thrift stuff. I used to go thrifting like every morning, and buy that stuff and sell it. But that was more like vintage kind of style, vintage-esque, like what's good vintage. Yeah, but I never thought of acid washing. Fuck, I should have done that though, because maybe I could make $80 on fucking 2 pieces of clothing. But even then, I can't exactly go thrifting right now because all of them are fucking closed. I used to thrift all the time though. I still have quite a few things that I thrifted for myself. There was even this one time where, when I first started the account where I was selling them, me and my friend Nick found Bape, and it was real Bape, and we sold that. We also found a couple, the North Face vests and stuff, which we sold for like $50. I found a cool, baseball jersey with Adidas written over the front, and that sold for like another $45, I think. So it was pretty good, actually. Some of them have stains, but you just wash the stains off or whatnot, or you just fucking don't buy it. Maybe I'll get into that again once this shit is over, if it ever ends in my lifetime. So far, though, it seems like this virus shit is just non-stop and fucking everything up. Because this is my gap year, right? I took a gap year so I could fucking travel. But if the borders are fucking closed, I can't fucking travel now, can I? Anyways, on to the next topic. I just wanted to talk about the acid wash and thrift stuff because, it kind of pissed me off. How stupid people are to pay $80 for that kind of stuff. Anyways, next thing, plastic surgery. This is all of my topics today have no correlation to each other. I just couldn't think of anything, so they're kind of random. But we're going to talk about plastic surgery next. Personally, I don't care for it. I don't know. I should have thought this through more before I started. People get them as a confidence booster kind of thing, or if they're if they're not confident in their self, or I don't really know. But like, to each their own, right? I don't care for it, but I'm not gonna bash it. I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. I don't think it's necessarily a good thing either, though. But there's this show that I watched with a couple of friends a while back where there's people from the UK who want plastic surgery, but they don't want it from the UK because of how expensive it is. So they go to fucking Barbados or some shit like Chile and get it done there, and then it's botched. So like, I don't understand why you would it's just beyond me. It's just beyond me why someone would change their body to that extent but not be safe and pay that extra buck, even though it's like a few thousand more. I think it's just not worth it for the chance that your body's gonna be fucked up and you're gonna have to pay thousands more to fix it. And maybe there's stories of it working and everyone's fine, but if you watch the shows, I think it's actually called Botched or something like that. If you watch those shows or like look up stories online of fucked up procedures or like shit that goes wrong when they get back from their trip to get it done, it's absolutely insane. And it's kind of gross too, because there's like people who get boob jobs. How do I say this in a non-sexual way? There's people who get plastic surgery on their boobs, and sometimes we're on the plane ride home or like going downstairs or some shit, their boob pops and there's a bunch of shit coming out of the bottom of their boob. And it's like, well, it's fucked up now. You're going to have to get it fixed. Are you going to pay for the ticket to go back to wherever the fuck you got it from? Or are you going to pay hella money to get it done back at home? And not to like do it at home, but to get it fixed, to either get it taken out or put new ones in. But all of this just costs more and more money. There was same thing with like people getting. There's the same thing with people who were obese at one point, and then they worked out, which is good for them, and they had, how they have a bunch of extra skin left over. So there was one episode where this lady had that, and she had a bunch of extra skin left over on her arms, on her biceps. So she flew to fuck knows where and got a botched procedure, which ended up fucking up, like making an ugly ass scar, which was way bigger, and basically not really taking much away. So she had to go to a new doctor and get it fixed, which obviously costs even more money. Oh, fuck, I just spilled Starbucks on me. But yeah, I think plastic surgery is fine as long as you're fucking safe with it. As long as you get it done by a professional who knows what they're doing, you've done research, you don't go to fucking fuck knows where to get it done, because it's just not smart. Think about it. Think about your body. Think about your health. Don't be a fucking idiot. I think I kind of went on a rant, and that actually went by a lot faster than I thought it would. But let's move on to the next topic, which is pet peeves. Now, hopefully I can make this topic go a little bit longer, but it's very kind of a ranty subject anyways, so we'll see. The first one is when people chew with their mouth open. I think, I hope so, at least most people hate this, and I hope most people are conscious whether or not they do it, and they choose to keep their mouth closed when they're chewing, because no one wants to see or hear your fucking... It's just disgusting. Unless you're like into that or some shit, or you like the fucking ASMR. Like I don't know, pickle eating ASMR. Have you seen that on YouTube before? Kind of fucking weird. Why have I seen it? Don't ask. Another one is feminists. I think being feminine is fine, but I think being like a feminist where you think every guy is misogynistic, or you won't let guys talk, or you think you want equal wage, but you still want guys to open the door for you. That came out very, very wrong. Holy fuck. That's not what I meant to say at all. I meant to say you want equal wage, which is fine. I agree with that, but a lot of feminists are like still want the guy to open the door for them, but they don't want to open the door for the guy. I feel like this is coming out horribly. Some of them want to be equal to males, or some of them want to be, some of them want to be treated equally, but still want the guy to pay for the meal on the first date. That kind of shit is what I'm talking about. Fuck everything I just said before. I absolutely butchered that. I probably sound like a complete fucking cunt, but it's fine. I just think feminists are a little, overblown, bitchy kind of thing, And I don't think women should be treated as inferior. I think they should be treated as equals. I think they should get equal pay. I do think, though, that, I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain. Like, women, I think, are equal, but I do believe that there's parts about being a guy that makes us better at things, obviously. But same thing and vice versa. There's parts about being a girl that are better. Fuck me. I may end up just cutting all of this out because I'm absolutely fucking it up. Okay, one thing to wrap it up. A lot of feminists are annoying. Okay, that's all I wanted to say. That's all I wanted to get across. I do think equal rights and shit is important, but feminists can shut the fuck up. Moving on, because I absolutely fucked that last thing. People who hate on everything you say you like. This just makes absolutely no sense to me, but I know there's people who are like this. I know people who are like this. I don't know really an example, but like literally you say you like something and they hate on it, and it just makes you feel like shit because they don't appreciate it. And they're entitled to their own opinion, but they don't have to completely bash everything you say or everything you like. And they a lot of times they don't even listen to your opinion, or they don't listen to what you have to say about the subject that you're talking about that they are bashing on. They're just bashing on it for the sake of bashing on it. A big one is when you're hanging out with people and everyone is constantly on their phone. Like, you hung out together to be with each other, to socialize, to appreciate each other's presence. But if you're just like not socializing, if you're just on your phone, then like what's the fucking point? You could go home and go on your phone, but when you're hanging out with people, I think it's much more important to actually spend that time together instead of spending it together but not with each other. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you see what I'm trying to get across here? Just fucking don't go on your phone. You can go on your phone, but try and keep that to like not as much when you're hanging out with people. Because, for some people, I feel like it makes them feel like you're boring them, especially if they're trying to talk to you and you're just sitting on your phone. I feel like a lot of people will think that you're you find them boring, or that you don't care what they want to say, or you don't care what they think, or you don't even care that they're there. It's just what it seems like when you're constantly on your phone. Another one is when people say no offense way more than needed. I say no offense sometimes. Everyone says no offense sometimes. God knows why. And I think sometimes is fine. But I think when people say no offense way more than they need to, it's just fucking annoying. And it's just, they obviously don't mean no offense at that point. They're just trying to make it seem less than it is, I guess. Like, if someone, I don't even know a good example. Like, if someone said, no offense, you're a shitty YouTuber to me, obviously I would take offense. I'd be absolutely pissed off, especially if it's something that they're really trying hard on or something like that. Like, for example, if you went up to someone who's been a painter for years and they're trying really hard to be a painter, and you say, oh, you're no offense, but you're not that good of a painter. Obviously, they're going to take offense. Obviously, their fucking heart's going to be broken and they might end up fucking quitting. If you say, no offense, but Asians are bad drivers, I would be inclined to agree with you. But it's just like, when people say it way more than they need to, obviously it's going to get tiring and it's going to get annoying. That's all I wanted to say. Another one is people who don't clip their nails into anything. You can clip your nails easily into a bag, into a garbage bin, into the fucking toilet if you're in the washroom. It's better than on the ground, bro. And I know a certain person who does this. And it was so, I freaked out, bro. I absolutely freaked out on them because it's just so odd. Why do it on the ground when you could do it in something that you can dispose of after? It's easy, man. It's easy. It's holy shit. If you're, I assume the person's gonna watch this. Just know, I love you. I love you still. But like, garbage can, plastic bag, toilet, even the sink, fucking bathtub if you want. I don't know. Out the window. Anything works. Just not on the floor, please. Imagine if someone was doing that on like public transit. Just fucking clipping their nails while sitting in the bus or on the fucking SkyTrain. Oh my god, I would absolutely die. Okay. Another one that's kind of big that might be a little bit hypocritical is when you're in a big group, or when big groups think that they're so cool that they can just take up the entire sidewalk and not move out of the way so people can pass. That pisses me off. And same thing with people blaring, like groups, or like even like one person or two people blaring music in public. Like, sure, you can have music playing, but put it through your fucking earbud. If you want to share it with someone, give them the other earbud, or share your fucking AirPod if you're fucking rich. You don't have to blare your music in public. Like, I like blaring my music, but if it's like, I'm still respectful about it. If someone asks me to turn it off, yeah, I will. Or if they want me to turn it down, yeah, I will. That's fair. Maybe I was playing it too loud, or maybe they don't appreciate my music taste, and that's fine. But like, or if you're alone somewhere, that's fine too, to play music, but don't do it in like a crowded space where no one wants to hear it. Like, for example, when you're in a busy ass street, I don't really know, or when you're fucking on public transit, no one wants to hear your fucking speaker blaring, dude. No one cares what kind of music you have. Keep it to yourself. You can enjoy it the same amount in headphones. But back to the thing I was originally talking about, which was when groups think they're too cool, that they can take up the sidewalk and not move so people can pass. You're just being a fucking asshole, dude. It's not hard to move out of the way for like a few seconds, or even just not stand in the middle of the sidewalk in a group, because that itself is already a fucking dick thing to do. Because people are using the sidewalk to walk around. If you're not walking around, find a different place to hang out where you're not in people's way. Another one is Asians who cut in line. Okay, I'm an Asian, but I don't cut in line, and fucking like they're not usually whitewashed Asians. They're usually like fobs, but and they like use the excuse that they're fucking foreigners, that they can just cut in line and then fucking speak like ching chong shit, so they like think that they don't fucking understand you. It's like, don't fucking cut in line. If you cut in line, I'm going to take you out of the line. I will go out of line to take you out of the line if I have to. And it's always fucking foreigner, like fob Asians. Holy shit. What an absolute disgrace. Oh my god. And I'm just saying, I don't know if it's for sure, but I'm pretty sure it's a Chinese thing. I know I hate a lot on Chinese, but I'm pretty sure it's a Chinese thing that, or like fob Chinese people that like to cut in line and be an absolute cuck. But yeah, if you see an Asian cut in line, don't deal with that shit. Do me a favor and fucking kick them out of the line, or like fucking call them out. And if they speak ching chong on you, speak ching chong back. I don't care. Kick them out of the line. They don't fucking deserve to be in line. You can be racist to those people. I don't give a fuck. And since we're talking about like cutting in, when you let a car cut in front of you and they don't smile or wave thanks or anything, like, bitch, I just let you go in front of me. Next time I fucking won't, okay? If you have to merge, bitch, I will fucking match your speed so you run into the fucking wall or some shit, dude. I don't fucking know. You just be polite, man. It's not that hard. You can at least smile in your rearview mirror. I might not see it fully, but you know, at least be somewhat polite. Hold your hand up so they like you see them wave and they appreciate that you were being nice. Like, man, it's not that hard. Like, people that cut in front of me, or like that I let go in front of me in a merge or whatever, they don't like put their hand up or whatever. It's like, fuck you, huh? I really don't know where I was going with that. But fuck them. The last one I have, I guess, is, for now anyways, is dog owners that don't pick up their dog's excrement off of the ground. Especially when in a park or a public setting. If you don't pick it off the ground, some kid or anyone really is going to step on it by accident, and they're going to have to deal with the fucking shitty smell on their foot or on their shoe, and they're going to have to wash it off. And it's just fucking annoying for them. And it's not difficult to pick up your dog's shit off the ground. If you forgot to bring bags, go get a bag, go find a bag, go ask someone for a bag to pick it up with. I'm sure there's other people walking their dog or some shit. And if you purposely didn't take a bag because you didn't want to pick it up, then I don't know, fucking pick it up with your hand instead of being a bitch about it. It's just courtesy, like common courtesy, to pick up your dog's shit if they shit. Like, if they kind of have that runny shit, you know, that little like kind of watery poop, you know what I'm saying? Then maybe it's a little bit more difficult. You can't do much about it, but you can still try, man. And I know it's still like it's annoying, sure, but it's just the nice thing to do. It's what you do when your dog shits on the ground in public. You pick it up. Or really shit anywhere. You pick that shit up and you put it in the fucking garbage. Anyways, so those are some of the pet peeves I wanted to talk about. I'm only half an hour in. I will try and find one more thing to talk about. I know these podcasts are kind of short, but it is literally just me, and I have to talk to myself, or talk to no one else. Well, yeah, I guess just talk to myself for as long as I can. And it's very easy to run out of stuff to say when you don't have other people's opinions, or you don't have other people talking to fill in gaps and stuff like that. But I apologize. What else can I throw in that has absolutely no relation to anything that I've been talking about so far? Oh, have you guys listened to Deathbed? If you have TikTok, then I'm sure you know about that song. It's by Paufu, I think is how you pronounce it. It's called Deathbed. It's actually really good. And if you listen to the lyrics, it's incredibly sad. Also, the group that does the song Sunday Best, their name is Surfaces. One of them is actually a guy that I've been listening to for forever, and he's a really small or underground artist, I guess, who does that kind of style, and his name's Forrest. But I was like so surprised. See, I didn't even know he was in Surfaces for the longest time, even after hearing that song. I listened to their song and I was like, oh wow, this guy sounds a lot, or it has the same style as Forrest, and it sounds a lot like him. And then a couple weeks later, I think, I actually looked at who wrote it and who was in it, and it said Forrest, and I was like, holy fucking shit, dog. That's my boy. But anyways, a little bit off. Well, I didn't really have a topic in general, but yeah. How about, I don't fucking know, over-the-counter birth control, OTC birth control. Let's talk about that. Do I think it should be a thing? Yeah. Why the fuck not? I don't see why it isn't a thing already. It would solve so many fucking problems, I think. Like, why is it not a thing? What I don't know the reason. I'm sure there has to be some sort of reason why OTC birth control isn't a thing, but I feel like it definitely should be a thing, especially in today's age with all the teens. Even though I think like hasn't like the amount of sex that's been going on isn't it going down compared to like our parents' age? I think they had a lot more sex than us. Anyways, yeah, I think it should be a thing. I don't see why it's not. I think it's like a condom, right? Condoms are fucking available everywhere. So why can't birth control be? It's literally, it helps so much with people who have unwanted pregnancies and then don't know if they want to have, what's it called? Take Plan B or whatever, or what's it called? It starts with a C. No, A, abortion. Haha, that's funny. I had to think of the game I was playing. I was playing Binding of Isaac, and one of the items you can get in that game it's a coat hanger, but it's like for coat hanger abortion. That's what that item is referencing. So I don't know why I had to think of that to remember the word abortion, but that it helped, I guess. But yeah, it helps with girls, man. OTC birth control, it's needed, man. I'm absolutely fucking up this podcast. I feel like I'm saying all the wrong things, especially with like a few of the things that I've talked about. Anyways, I know it's only been 36 minutes for me. It's probably been like 30 minutes for you guys after I edit it, and I apologize for that. Hopefully, I can get at least one of the boys in a podcast in the coming weeks at least. But yeah, thank you for listening. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, please like, comment down below, and subscribe for more content from this channel because I post somewhat often. If you would like, you can follow my Twitter at joshua.kanai, spelled Kanai. You can also follow my Instagram at joshua.david.kago.kanai, spelled Keigo, and once again, Kanai. And yeah, that is it for now. I'll see you on the next one. Do I end this like a normal video, or how do I end podcasts usually? I'll just say bye. Bye-bye. Sure. Yeah, that's good enough.